Today was an event. An event. Like, I'm pretty sure I will, like, not remember this day in, like, a week's time. But, like, as of right now, it's an event, and I'm, like, flipping out over it because, like, it's the first exciting day / weird day that I've had in a while. So, like, you know, like, I'm milking it for all it's worth, okay? Like, give me a break. I'm a potato with no life. Okay? Like, um, so stress today, stress, a lot of stress, just stress, which, I mean, to be honest, I'm not that mad about because your girl kind of likes stress, because as stressful as stress is, because I can't deal with the fact of how dumb I just sounded there, but, like, we're just gonna ignore that fact and move on, because, like, anyways, but today was an event from start to finish, because, like, your girl is that freaking dumb and twerky and just, did I just call myself twerky? I was trying to say dorky, but then I was thinking quirky at the same time, and it turned into turkey. Or twerky. Right. Okay. Moving on again. I actually don't really remember this morning that well. Oh wait, yeah, I do. Okay, I woke up, like, hella fucking early, like, way too early, like, no. Okay, and I, like, got to school at, like, 7 o'clock, like, or 7:05, and that's, like, way too fucking early, because literally I had 40 minutes to kill time, because my school starts at 7:45, which is, like, just way too much time to just be sitting out there on the cold, wasted time. So you know what I did? I ate my chocolate muffin like I do every day, and then I got lectured by the stupid, like, freaking, like, lunch lady, because she was only, like, you, like, have to, like, freaking, like, fill out your free lunch application thingy again, and I was like, okay, boo, right on that. Proceeds to walk to the office, grab the free lunch application, and stuff / wrinkle it in my backpack. And then walks to a secluded corner because she avoids people, because she's very, 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 very introverted and hates people. And eats her muffin alone in the cold, wondering if she'll ever survive. No, I'm kidding. That was, like, way ultra dramatic of what happened this morning, and I don't know why it happened in the third person when I was explaining to it, but, like, whatever. So yeah, basically I just spent as long as I could eating my muffin in a corner, like, trying to kill time for 40 minutes. I was listening to music, so it wasn't that bad, but it also was really kind of awkward because, like, at one point I sneezed. Luckily, I was, like, holding my muffin up high enough that, like, when I sneezed, it didn't hit my muffin, because if it did hit my muffin, I probably would have cried, because, like, that muffin is the highlight of my day. That's really sad. That's so sad for a chocolate muffin to be the highlight of your day. Like, that's just, wow. Sorry, I'm just laughing at how pathetic my life is right now. Like, love high school. Okay. Chocolate muffin is the highlight of my day. Like, guys, like, get you a girl who's, like, in love with chocolate muffins. Because, like, that's me. Like, oh God. Okay. Wow. Okay. Just, okay. I can't with myself right now. Like, I just can't. Okay. Sound like such a white girl. Okay. But yeah, like, that was a moment. And then after that, like, oh, wait, no. I'm still telling the story of where I sneezed. Okay, so, like, I was holding my muffin up high enough where, like, I didn't sneeze on my muffin, which is great, but, like, I also, like, it was one of those, like, nasty ones. Like, you know, like, the ones where, like, you got snot hanging down your fucking nose. Okay, don't pretend like you don't have those snots. Okay, like, everybody has those thoughts. Just like everybody farts. Like, I've listened to, like, 3 or 4 girls in my, like, life tell me that they've never farted before, and I've straight up fucking laughed in their faces, because, like, that is so not true. Like, everybody farts. It's a bodily function, boo-boo. Like, you need to just be honest with at least yourself, because, like, it's a natural bodily function. There's no need to be ashamed of it. The only reason we're ashamed of it is because of social stigma, and I'm getting political. Okay, anyways, so, I mean, not that that's unusual for me to get political, but like, you need to simmer down, sweetie. Okay, we're just talking about our day here. But also, choking on my own spit, guys. Like, it's cool. I also had like a mini asthma attack with my mom today, cause like she was smoking in the car, which is illegal for minors. I mean, even though I'm like only a year away from being 18, like still legal, mom. Like, still fucking illegal, and I'm also like asthmatic, so like thanks for that, mom. Like your addiction is really helping me out here. Like, other than that, my mom's and I relationship is like growing and being great, but like I still don't really approve of her smoking. But like she said she's gonna quit smoking like so many times now that like anytime she does say it, like I don't believe her, because like she literally like, I think the longest she's ever not smoked was when I was being born, and the short couple years after I was born, like maybe 6 years after I was born, that's the longest she's ever gone without smoking or drinking. So yeah, like even though she's not having a relapse with drugs or alcohol, like she's still smoking, which is horrible for my asthma, especially when she's in the car with me. But luckily I don't live with her anymore, so it's not as bad. But it did trigger an asthma attack earlier. Like it wasn't a bad one, it was just like I was coughing consistently and like she had shortness of breath, and like when I got home, like I needed to use my inhaler. Like bad, sweetie, like it was bad. Okay, it was not the worst asthma attack I've ever had. Granted, I've had an asthma attack bad enough to give me a collapsed lung, but like it's not the worst one I've had, but it certainly won't be the last, especially not by my mom smoking. But like I'm honestly kind of worried about like secondhand lung cancer, because like that's a thing, and I've lived with my mom smoking the most of my life, so like that's kind of a slight concern of mine, just a little bit. Like don't smoke with your fucking kids, man. Like just don't do it. Even if you smoke, like do it out fucking inside, okay? Like do it outside. Like don't smoke in the car with your kids. If like you literally are craving that cigarette so badly that you know you're gonna be a danger on the road or a danger to your child, then pull the fuck over and smoke outside, okay? And honestly, you shouldn't even have a kid if you're having that bad of an addiction. But honestly, most people don't give a fuck when they have that bad of an addiction and they don't use protection, and then whoops, you got a child, okay? So like I can't really tell people what to do. Also, I'm only 17, so like also can't tell people what to do at 17, so like yeah. But like just don't do it, okay? Like just really don't. Like you just no. Like don't do it. Okay, please. Really. Speaking from a child's perspective over here, like just it's not great, okay? Anyways, moving on. What else happened today? Oh, I awkwardly avoided this girl who I think thinks that I'm judging her, or like that I've judged her, because one, like I think I talked about this briefly before, but apparently she and another friend that I have had like a little spewed about something like or other, and then the girl that I was just talking about who thinks that I'm judging her, when she found out that I knew about this, was that she stole my friend's boyfriend or something, and it's like so cliche-ly high school that like I literally don't want to even go into it because it's so fucking stupid. Like, what are we, Grey's Anatomy? Like, Jesus, wait, Grey's Anatomy is that doctor show, isn't it? What is another, like, what's a high school show? As, Twilight? No, that's not a show, that's a movie series, unfortunately. I don't fucking. Also, there were literally like two freshman girls behind me during lunchtime, and it was sweltering out, so I was already kind of impatient. Also, the line like moves ridiculously slow. Like my turtle can literally move faster than the line can move. Like you're fucking kidding me? That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That is like, oh my god. Okay, like I do not have the patience for that. Okay, like no. Okay. Anyways, but like I was dealing with that. I was dealing with the heat, and I was like not too happy. Okay, and then like sometimes I eavesdrop because sometimes you can't help to, because like literally the people behind you or around you like talk with their loud ass mouths, and sometimes you overhear them. So that was what happening behind me between these two freshman girls, and they were like talking about Twilight and like Edward Scissorhands. No. That's a great movie. Let's not like alter that movie for that Twilight shit. What is his name? Edward Edward Cullen? Colin? Yeah, okay. As you can tell, I'm not the biggest teenage show, movie, drama fan thing. Or romance fan in general. Like, I just don't do that. Unless it's books. Like, books I'm okay with, but honestly, like, I've gotten away from reading books because, like, this is gonna sound so stupid. But to me, books have always been an escape from reality, and I'm trying to learn to accept my reality and like actually like the life that I'm living in, or create a life where I'm actually happy, not just because I'm living virtually in a book, you know? So I'm like straying away from reading fictional books, and I'm like trying to read more like historical or like nonfiction autobiographies or biography books, which are actually pretty interesting if they don't bore me halfway through the book. But like, if they're interesting enough to catch my attention and I can fully read them, then they're like actually really good reads, and I actually really like them, and it's also expanding my vocabulary, and it's really great. And I sound like such a nerd. But like, I'm trying to read less fiction because I feel like it's always been an escape for me, and I'm trying not to escape my reality because I'm trying to accept it and like, you know, not do that anymore. And so yeah, I'm trying not to read as much fiction. And also like, there are a lot of like kind of just bad memories associated with reading, because I remember my mom a lot of the time when she would neglect me or like do things, like she would be reading, you know? And I think like reading was kind of her escape from reality too. And so like that kind of like tinges it too. And then also like when I was younger, like she would have her freakouts and I would be reading and like trying to ignore her, like Matilda style, and reading, and it was a great escape. I'll just leave it at that. But like, I don't want an escape anymore. Like, I want to be happy in my own life and not living other people's lives, you know? Like, if I mature enough to get to the point where I can, like, read without having bad memories, or, like, without, like, feeling like I'm trying to find an escape, then I'll start reading again. But right now, I just can't read fiction. It's, like, a lot of the plots are, like, recycled. I'm sorry to admit, but it's true. And also, like, I just have started, like, having bad connotations with it, and I'm not very, like, happy with reading fiction right now. So I'm leaning more to the nonfiction side, which, granted, is a lot more boring and, like, harder to, like, get into. But once you do get into it, it's, like, a really cool read and educational, and, like, also, like, it expands your vocabulary. But it also kind of fucks with my spelling because, like, literally a lot of the older, like, speeches that I've been reading, or biographies by people like who are like, I don't know, like really old, from like the rationalism period, or like, I don't know, like just what's that one called? I don't know, remember. I don't remember, but there's another period where people talked kind of old fashioned like, and their spelling is wrong, and like, or it's wrong to present day's grammar. So like, now that I have all of those words swirling in my mind because I'm reading a lot of those kind of books, like on spelling shit, like I'm spelling things wrong, which is really inconvenient because I have journalism and I also have English, and like spelling things wrong can like cut your grade in half. So like, thanks. But like also it's like kind of worth it though, because the read is really good if you find the right book. And also it's just like expanding like my education, right? Yeah, that's a word. Yeah, I know. I'm not too bright. But also, today was very cool because, like, what happened today? I just was thinking about it. Oh, yeah, I saw my best friend today. It was super cool. Like, we only spent, like, maybe 10 minutes together and then, like, left. And, like, it was fun. Honestly, like, I don't know, like, I have these, like, self-doubts where I think that, like, maybe we're not actually best friends and maybe I'm just, like, clinging to her and my two other best friends who, like, they never called me best friends. I called them best friends first, so, like, maybe I initiated it, maybe I pushed it, and, like, maybe we're not actually as close as I think we are, and, like, maybe I'm just being paranoid right now, or maybe, like, it's true and, like, I'm pushing it and, like, they don't actually really like me and, like, or they're not really that close to me and, like, I'm pushing it because, like, I feel the need that I need someone, you know? Which could be irrational, but, like, also there's some part of me that's kind of like, is this something that I'm doing? Like, you know, like, it's really weird. Also, sorry for the, like, random, like, brightness, but, like, that was someone texting me and, like, my phone brightens when it texts me. Okay, anyways, away from that said note, um, what was I saying? Oh, tomorrow's my friend's birthday. And I've talked to him about him a lot. But he's the one who's like I'm on the fence about a lot of the time because he can be a really cool friend, but other times he can not be a really cool friend because sometimes he can be like really, really arrogant and like pompous and just kind of like, I'm smart, so I'm gonna rub it in your face kind of thing, which I have ADHD or ADD. I don't really know which one it is, but like it's one of the two. And like I already have enough insecurities without you rubbing your fucking smarts in my face that you were born with, buddy, okay? Like, I'm sorry, like, and then, like, I don't know, like, it just really bugs me sometimes when he does that. And also, you can never have an argument with him because you will inevitably always lose because for some reason he always has a response back, even if it's a really stupid response, but you don't know how to counteract his response, even though you know it's stupid, or you just want to have a compromise and be like, okay, let's just agree to disagree. Like, it's impossible to agree to disagree with him because he will literally always want to be right and prove you wrong or embarrass you in some kind of way. So it's literally impossible to have those kinds of conversations with him sometimes. And also, like, he's so smart. He's, like, so, like, up there in the ranks of, like, intelligence and, like, doing things that are smart that, like, sometimes I can't even follow what he's, like, saying. And it's just kind of like, just speak another language, buddy. Like, I don't understand. Like, all I understand is my emotions, how to take care of things physically, and how to write things down. Like, that's literally all I'm good at. Like, I can't do much, okay? Like, you gotta give the little child potato who, like, can't do anything a break, okay? Like, so... I don't know if you've ever read it, but there's this book that I used to read when I was little. It's called The Little Engine That Could, and it's so relatable. But, like, I feel like adding the little engine that could not, because sometimes I feel like I am that engine because I can't do much. I feel like I can't do anything some days, and, like, it's really, really tough. Why do I keep turning depressing? Jesus, okay, anyways, so tomorrow's birthday, and, like, he told me, like, weeks in advance, hey, my birthday party's at this place, like, it's this date, and I was like, cool, that's great. Like, I didn't even think about getting him a present, because I was just kind of like, cool, birthday party, like, blah, 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 and I was also in the back of my mind worrying about, like, how I was gonna deal with the birthday party, because this boy has a lot of friends, okay, like, he has a lot of friends. I don't know if he's gonna invite all of those a lot of friends, but, like, he might invite a decent amount of them, so that's gonna be stressful. Plus, I don't know if it's just me, but I freaking hate it when people open up the presents that I gave to them in front of other people. Like, it just makes me incredibly uncomfortable because I kind of feel like low-key there's a competition with gifts at every kind of, like, birthday or gift party thingy where, like, people are giving gifts to people and like there's low-key competition. They're kind of like, oh, mine is not as good as that, or mine is better than that, or blah 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 blah. And like it's so freaking weird why I feel that way, but like it is a feeling that I have, and it low-key is irrational, but like whatever. And so I hate that pressure. So like I freaking like hate birthday parties because like all the time you have to give people gifts and like present it in front of them. The only good thing is I arrive early at school, and so does this friend of mine. So I'm going to give him his present early and be like, yo, open it up, throw out the packaging, put your gifts in your backpack or hide them or whatever. Like, you can tell people about it, but like, don't show people, like, keep your card, like, whatever. Like, I just really don't want to like have him open it up in front of people because, to be honest, they're not like really great presents. And add on to that, like, I really just don't like having people open their presents in front of other people. Like, personally, for me, that's just really a big thing. And also, like, I'm not the greatest at picking out presents for people because I'm a selfish human being. And also, like, A, I'm a selfish human being, and B, I really just suck at shopping, and C, I hate presents myself. Like, unless it's a practical present that I actually really need. Like, I'm horrible with, like, hobbies or any kind of shit like that. Like, I'm horrible with it. Like, I just don't know how to do that kind of stuff. Also, I'm horrible with wrapping gifts. I'm, like, horrible with anything housewifey. Also, proof of that, I broke my dishwasher today. Like, how does someone break a dishwasher? You put the wrong soap in it, apparently, and it bubbles over, like, you know, in those cartoon movies or those, like, weird comedy movies where, like, they're washing the machine or whatever, and then it bubbles over. I thought that was just, like, dramatic and, like, funny. Like, I didn't know it actually happened, but it does, as proof by our kitchen floor, because it bubbled over, and, like, the whole kitchen floor got all bubbly, which was cool for, like, 2 seconds, because I got to, like, squish around with it in my feet, and, like, I got to, like, hold it and, like, play with it for, like, 2 seconds, and so my grandma started yelling at me, and then I was like, shit, okay, I gotta clean this up. So I cleaned it up to the best of my ability. And then I watched this YouTube video on how to clean a dishwasher when you, like, put the wrong soap in it and it bubbles over. Which apparently is a big thing, apparently. I don't know. And then they said put in baking soda. So I put in baking soda. And guess what? It bubbled over again. So I had to fucking clean up the mess again. And I was, like, fed up. And so I just kind of gave up and threw a towel on it and was like, whatever. It's fine. I'll be able to fix it tomorrow. But anyways, so my friend's birthday party tomorrow, like, I'm stressing out about. And I also, like, got his gift. And I got it in a gift bag. And I got it, like, tissue wrapper stuff. Because, like, honestly, like, actual wrapping paper, like, no. Thank you. Okay. And I basically just gave him a bunch of, like, old thrifting stuff that I got. Which people say that thrift shopping is stupid. Like, thrift shopping for things that aren't clothes are stupid. Because for some reason, thrift shopping for clothes is kind of trendy right now. Like, I understand it because I personally like that, like, you know, vintage, like, shabby, like, you know, like, I rolled out of bed, kind of wrinkled old man clothes. But, like, I didn't know that it was trendy. But apparently it's trendy to, like, wear with, like, mini skirts or something. I don't know. Like, literally some clothing lines are, like, literally making vintage, like, clothes and selling them for, like, hundreds of dollars. Like, it's that trendy right now, which I don't understand. Like, you can literally just go to a thrift store. Like, oh my god. Okay. Sorry, someone texted me again. But anyways, so I have a lot of, like, old stuff that I've gotten from thrift stores and just thought was kind of cool, and then, like, left it up in my room for decoration or read it and then just, like, didn't read it again. So basically I got him some gifts from, like, old thrifting trips that I've had, like, just a book, and then I found these, like, really cool old recording tapes at one point. And there's even, like, the little recording cassette tape in there too. I think it's blank. If it's not blank, then I'll just have to apologize to him and, like, tell him, like, you'll have to buy your own cassette tapes. But, like, yeah. And then I also got in this, like, really cool, like, Chinese calendar thing that's, like, made out of bamboo wood. Like, it's from 2004, but, like, you know what? It's the aesthetic that counts, okay? Like, it looks cool, so, like, I don't know. I just thought it looked cool, so, like, and I got him this, like, old, like, encyclopedia book on monsters from, like, really, really old vintage movies, which I thought was super cool, and I got bored halfway through reading it, because, like, it's an encyclopedia, okay? But the cover looks cool, and, like, I don't know, he's kind of in the same kind of nerdy stuff that I'm into, so I gave him all that stuff and was like, here you go. and then I just wrapped it in tissue paper, like threw some more tissue paper on top to make it look like wrapped more, and then stuffed it in a gift bag and was like, here you go. But I'm gonna give it to him in the morning because, like, I really don't. Oh, I forgot, I gave him a gift card too, which honestly is so mean because, like, that's very funny. But like, anyway, I don't actually remember what it says exactly because, like, you know, I'm not good with remembering stuff. But yeah. So like, he has a gift card, he has a gift bag, he has gifts, and I'm gonna give him to him tomorrow morning because, like, I don't want people to open, like, him to open it up in front of people because, like, that just makes it feel incredibly awkward. I just really hope he doesn't, like, you know, dislike my gifts because, like, I'm a poor child and I didn't want to waste, like, my uncle's money or, like, anybody else's money on, like, gifts for my friend. Like, that's just kind of stupid. Like, he's my friend. Why should I make my guardians, like, pay for something for my own friend? Like, that's just stupid. I mean, if you're, like, 12, then I get it. But, like, if you're 17 years old, like, that's kind of fucking ridiculous. So, like, yeah, I just gave him some of my old stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have an income, so I don't really have a choice. But I also think that it's stuff that he would like. So, like, you know, it's not too bad. And, yeah, I just hope he likes it. And if he doesn't, he can just, like, throw it away without me looking, and I won't care. Because, like, honestly, I really don't give a shit about gifts. Honestly, this is probably just, like, decluttering my room little by little, so, like, whatever. But, I really hope he likes it, but, like, if he doesn't, too, it's fine. Like, I really don't care. As long as, like, he's, like, okay. You know? Like, you know, like, as long as he's not like, oh my god, these gifts are atrocious. Like, even if he does think that, I'm probably just gonna be like, well, if you think my gifts are atrocious, then I think you're atrocious. Like, bye. I say that now, but then, like, if he actually thinks that, I'm gonna, like, cry. Sensitive potato here. Yes, that was my thigh fat. Just, anyways, I'm gonna say goodnight now, because, like, literally, it is 10:03, which actually isn't that late for me. But, sorry, I'm looking at something. 10:03, 10:04 now, actually, and the video time limit is almost over, and I've talked about everything that I've needed to talk about, so cool beans. Goodbye.